say your last name? Sebela?
Yeah, that's
Sebela. Okay.
Stabella?
No T.
Sabella.
I like
Sabella.
this music.
Turn
we
it
were
up.
just singing this in the car.
Yes. Turn it up.
Turn up.
Yeah, turn up.
Turn up.
Fucking Zone said turn up like 4 times in
like,
the conversation.
fuck you.
We're like turning up.
He's been hanging out with Macklemore.
Yeah, what a fucking asshole. What a-
Dude, have you guys watched the O.J. Simpson, the true American crime story or
I
whatever?
saw the first couple episodes.
yeah.
I've heard it's good.
It
I haven't
sucks.
checked
It's
it
terrible.
out.
But
Is
there
it
was
Cuba Gooding Jr. or some shit in that?
Yeah.
Plays OJ.
That's
Yeah.
fucking amazing.
Yeah,
It's
he's
like
OJ.
all the actors that they're like caricatures of the people they're playing. You know what I mean? Like it's way overdone and dramatic. But there was a scene. So Marsha Clark, she kind of gets shit on a lot. They're trying to like make you feel for her, I guess.
Right.
You know what I mean? But so she goes in to get her hair done, and
That's
this song's
funny.
playing, and she like is getting like confident. You know, she gets that little confident smirk.
Right, she's been kissed by a rose.
And she goes into court the next day, and everybody's staring at her like, "What the fuck did you do to your hair?"
It's like butched, right?
Yeah. And so Judge Ito goes, he says something like, "Thanks for showing up, Marsha, if that's you." Like he's clowning, and the crowd all laughs, and the camera goes over to Shapiro.
John Travolta.
And he just gives her a thumbs up.
But like the fucking good job thumbs up.
Like you nailed it.
Is this historically accurate?
I
Did that
doubt it.
really
Apparently,
happen?
from what I understand, there's very little that's historically accurate
Yeah, that's what I've
about
heard, too.
Travolta's Shapiro, that it's way overdone. And
Like because he's portraying him as like a gay dude.
Dude,
I don't see. I don't know where you get that.
I mean,
I
it's
think
just
it's because Travolta's a gay dude.
I think
go.
that's it. Like, yeah, he's a gay pilot.
I remember where I was when the OJ verdict happened, and I made out with this girl Brandy in a
Nice.
picture booth at the roller
What were
rink.
you, like 13?
Yeah, you had to have been
I was
young
pretty young, dude.
because I don't even remember
12?
it. I
It
don't
was
think.
probably before that because I started early.
I don't remember that shit. I don't know.
You don't remember the OJ verdict?
Not really. A little bit. I do remember like,
It's because you were super white.
well, that and I could give a fuck.
We watched it in class. I was a junior in high school. We watched it
Right.
during history class.
I watched 9/11 in class.
I was out of school.
I was
9/11.
I was a junior, I think.
I had done mushrooms the night before 9/11, and I got to school and that shit was going on, and I thought I was still tripping. I was like, everybody's fucking with me because I'm high.
We just got to 9/11. We went from OJ to 9/11
Well,
just like that.
two American
And then,
tragedies.
and then Michael Jackson died, and rest in peace, Prince.
Yeah, Jesus.
And that's where we are now.
Hey, so welcome to the Triple B podcast. My name's Zeb.
Welcome.
Joining me
welcome.
as always are my good friends Abba
Hello.
and Chase.
Hello.
hello.
Jesus Christ. Joining us today, a very special guest, writer Christopher Sebela.
Hello.
No T.
Thanks for coming along.
No T.
That's Stabella.
It's not a fucking. He's not a pencil.
No.
Fuck you.
What have you been putting a T in it?
Yeah,
He just did.
I just did.
Just once.
Our guest is already offended and ready to go. It sucks.
Well, hey, thanks for coming along with us today. We went to Stanich's and had burgers. It's our second time doing Stanich's on the show.
And I enjoyed it more so this
God
time.
damn it, it was good.
Definitely.
I did too, actually.
You go there a lot?
No. It's like, I would like to, but it's just like,
Out of the way.
it's out of the way, and like it can get really crowded, like
Right.
on weekends. I was surprised at how empty it was.
There's
today.
nobody there.
Yeah, we thought it was going to be crowded too because of the Blazers game and shit.
Nope.
but-
Yeah, it was
Fucking
nice.
perfect.
And they had that AC blasting.
It was a good climate in there.
And
It
that
was cold in there,
That
dude.
lady was pissed at
Yep.
us.
Nah, she loved us.
She loved you.
Stephanie,
Stephanie.
Was that her name?
Shout out.
Shout out.
check her out on Facebook.
Yeah, man.
She said go ahead and talk about, because you're a member of the Facebook fucking
Don't be
stances.
putting it on blast.
But I'm just saying, we got to shout out
Well,
Stephanie.
apparently it's a pretty exclusive club. Being
Yeah, I know.
part
You
of
have
the-
to get approved.
I
I
w-
won't just let any old idiot in.
I'm never
you.
getting in.
Never.
I really want to, but fuck.
I think they just check and make sure, like, does this person actually live in Portland?
right. That's probably it.
Are
Huh?
they just some asshole from out of town?
some weird out of stater who's just a fan.
Just friending all burger places.
I love burgers. What can I say?
Yeah, I'm on the.
So we got a whole crap load of stuff to talk about today.
Yeah, man. I wanted to start out since Christopher is here. He has a new book out that just came out, last week?
Yeah.
Yeah, Heartthrob.
Heartthrob?
Yeah. First issue?
2 weeks ago?
2 weeks?
Yeah, 2 weeks
And
ago.
then the second issue is about to come out?
I think it'll be
couple
out
weeks?
in 2 weeks.
That's awesome, man. So
Fucking congratulations.
yeah,
Thank
round
you.
of applause.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah. So what's
shit.
the deal with Heartthrob? How's that going?
Good. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. It's I've been working on it for the last 3 years or so. So like, there's a lot of like, is this ever going to come out? And then then you get closer to it coming out, and then you're like, is anybody going to give a shit? And then yeah, it's I don't know. I'm very happy with it and that it's out now, and just like trying not to screw it up.
Well, it seems like people are giving a shit though.
That's a that's a long process. I mean,
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
it's
shit.
Like, you have no idea what the end result's going to be.
putting anything out creatively is
totally.
terrifying.
And that first issue is great, man. If anybody's picked it up, I'm sure they're going to keep getting it. And like I've noticed from your writing that you're just really good at those twists. At that, the first couple issues where it's just kind of like, wait, what is going on? It like takes a while to actually figure it out. I dig that.
Yeah, there's a lot. Well, there's just so much, sort of, I guess, not full setup in the first issue, but there's a lot. I take a lot of time explaining like who the main character is and like why she is the way she is.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's a thing of like, I know a lot of people would probably enjoy it on that level, but there's like other people who I know like are showing up because they want to see some guns and some crime. So trying to satisfy everybody. and
That's where
myself.
I'm at.
Yeah.
Like-
I want to see some tits and blood, and fucking guns.
What do you really want to see though?
Little dingus.
Danguses.
naked guys?
No, but so for people that don't know, the little synopsis of Heartthrob is about this girl that she has heart problems and she gets a heart transplant. And then from there, I mean, it gets pretty wild.
Yeah.
It gets fucking crazy.
Yeah, she gets,
No spoilers or anything. But.
well, yeah, I'm really torn on the idea of like whether or not like what's in the first issue is a spoiler or
Yeah,
not.
for sure. I mean, that's the hook right there.
Yeah, exactly. But basically, yeah, like her whole personality starts to change, and just she.
So she gets the new heart and it kind of changes her.
Yeah, which is like an actual phenomenon. Like it's been recorded of people who get organ transplants, and they suddenly like they get a taste for new foods.
Yeah, I've heard of
or-
that shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
or like a new skill or some shit. Like
You become a serial killer.
Well,
and shit.
There is a
No.
movie about that. Yeah,
Serial killer dick.
So
Yeah.
it starts to affect her, and she meets this dude Mercer, who just sort of pops in and out of her life, and so when they she finally finds out that Mercer is in fact like her heart donor, and only she can see him and talk to him, and she's been like screwed over by her job, who basically like cheated her out of like the insurance to cover her heart transplant, which is pretty expensive.
yeah.
Just to stay
If
alive.
you don't have
for a little
insurance with like fucking a common cold, you're
Yeah.
fucking hurting. Let alone a heart transplant.
So to like help her get revenge, like he lets her know that like he used to be this sort of master thief, and he will teach her everything that he knows, and
Nice.
they can get revenge on her company, and then live happily ever after.
Right.
Okay, that's tight.
badass.
Well, what I heard, like Zeb was this. Let me quote Zebulon Dak real quick. He goes,
Great.
he goes, man, he can write women really well.
No, and you
He was
can
really
actually,
impressed
from
by the
that
fact
and,
that, like,
I'm basically just basing that on what I read, which was Welcome Back, which was awesome.
Thanks.
Really loved it. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not a big reader, but in my reading experience, like dudes oftentimes
cannot write
just
women.
don't get it right. It just doesn't feel natural, and you pretty much nailed it. At least in that series. So that was
Thanks.
awesome. It was definitely a welcome surprise, or not really a surprise or whatever. It was good. It was awesome. It was
Yeah.
cool.
No. Well, yeah. I I don't know.
You know some women.
I do.
You talk to a girl. or two.
Yeah. Once or twice.
once or twice on this thing called fucking Twitter.
But yeah, like I don't know, like it feels easier to me. Like I've been pretty much a white dude all my life. So I live with that 24/7, and like growing up, all I saw and read
Me too.
were stories about other white dudes.
Right. Totally.
And yeah, it's just like that's so boring to me now that like that's how I stay excited is like by getting the fuck out of my comfort zone. Like, so yeah, like writing people who are distinctly not me and like trying to, I don't know, understand it and, and just sort of approach everything, is like, I don't know, not just trying to like, I'm writing a character. Like, I don't think of it as like, I'm writing a woman. Like, it's just like, I want to make sure that this character doesn't seem like complete bullshit.
Right. And you're kind of challenging yourself, I guess, in that
respect. Like
and
that's what
stepping out of your comfort zone creatively is super important. Like, as far as growth, like, I'm a musician. So like on the musician side, playing a style or playing with a different caliber of musician or, trying new time signatures or whatever the fuck. But stepping out of that,
fancy on
and taking it and trying to like do it to the point where I could play it out live or play in a band that would, and that pushes your chops or your, I'm sure, writing skill because you're using the same kind of part of your brain or creative, it's all,
it's
the process is very like, similar or whatever.
It's easy to get stuck in a rut, like, to sort of, rest on your laurels.
I
like,
do that
hey,
hard.
I can do these 8 things really, really well. So I'm just going to do these 8 things and, coast my way to.
Absolutely.
I got about 4, so.
Yeah. I think we all do that on a creatives.
Oh, absolutely.
I was watching the Twisted Sister documentary. It's on Netflix.
I want to watch that. I haven't watched. Maybe
it's
tonight.
Really weird.
Maybe tonight.
Because literally the documentary goes right up to the edge of like where their 2 hit songs came out.
Okay.
That's where it ends?
That's where it ends, is before all that. So,
damn.
But it's like really detailed about this sort of up and coming band. But
interesting.
I had a point.
Some creative process. I don't know. Where do we go?
That's your creative process.
It will come full circle. Don't worry.
It's a good movie, though.
Yeah, you'll find it.
I am interested, though, in kind of like, because Heartthrob is such a unique concept, and your other books, Dead Letters, High Crimes, have all been really unique concepts, too, to begin with. So I guess I'm just kind of wondering, in the creative process, like what inspires you to come up with these stories, and what kind of differentiates like what you're gonna stick with and actually flesh out versus what's just like an idea?
I don't know. I like thinking of stuff.
Right.
I don't know. I've
just kind of like, what about if this happened? That would be weird.
Yeah.
Lighting the doobie and seeing what happens.
Yeah. Like I don't really, I don't like set out to think of an idea. Mm-hmm. Like Heartthrob was a little different because I did set out to do like, I wanted to do like a 70s crime thriller.
Right.
And then I heard a radio show about organ transplants, and I was like, that's interesting, and then checked to make sure that they existed in 1977. And I was like, they do, perfect, all right. But yeah, I don't know, like, I just want something that'll keep me sort of constantly making, like, building a world, basically.
Right.
So I tend to latch on to ideas that involve, like, rewriting a lot of like the regular rules, so it's not like just like an ordinary crime book. It's like now in this world where I have to lay out some rules as we go. So you
like specific,
it's like tiny little world building. But I like the idea of just like, here's this little pocket universe that I've made, and then when I'm done, I just put it, with the other pocket universes.
Yeah.
And I like that. It seems like a lot of your books kind of are these different little worlds. Like Dead Letters was like a very specific world with, those limits and rules there. That's
welcome back the just the warriors or the soldiers, or just the way they cycle.
Right.
And it's a constant cycle. It's always They find out at a certain point in their life what they really are. Sometimes it's earlier, sometimes it's later, and they like, well, fuck it. This is what I have to do now. This is my job.
And that's about
I got no fucking option.
Yeah, that
Backs
one
against the
feels
wall.
closest to me to being like set in the actual world.
Right.
Like that book used to be a lot darker. I changed a lot of stuff in the process, but like for a long time, like I was using it as this war as a way to like explain like every horrendous shitty thing that like happens. Like
Right.
like a guy fucking drives through the front window of a restaurant and machine guns 12 people. Like that's not a dude who went crazy. Like that was a sequel. He was trying to get his target, and and it just like, and it's like shit. You could explain like every horrendous thing as basically being one soldier trying to kill their target,
like OJ.
Yes.
Well, it's a really cool way to look at it, though. It's interesting and it makes you think. So awesome.
But luckily, like I don't know, that would have just been super depressing to read. Nobody, like, even if you're veiling it in fiction, like, nobody wants to be reminded of, like, oh, hey, remember this horrible thing that happened? Like,
Yeah.
So, yeah, luckily I like, did a 90-degree turn away from that.
Gotta lighten this thing up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, speaking of documentaries, real quick, have you seen the Lemmy documentary?
I just watched that yesterday.
Holy fuck, right?
That's really, really good.
Damn!
Music documentaries are just the best in general,
dude.
Man. They're always fucking.
What's your favorite, everybody?
Okay.
A band called Death.
I really like Wilco's I Am Trying to Break Your Heart.
All right.
I don't know if I have a favorite, but I just watched the Organized Noise one.
Oh, yeah,
and
that was
I really
good.
enjoyed it. So
Mine is Some Kind of Monster.
I don't know if I
The Metallica documentary.
Okay. I don't know if I've ever. I don't think I watched it.
I don't like Metallica. Like I don't.
Does it go into like Napster and then the huge conflict in between the band and shit? Like
it's recorded over like 10 years.
Dude, is it the documentary where they have a psychologist come in and try? Yes, I have seen this shit.
Yeah.
Holy
He
fuck.
never knows the name of things.
Dude.
It's the craziest rock
I gotta check
documentary.
Dude, yes.
What's it called? I am.
They
Some
have like
kind of monster.
counseling sessions between the fucking band, dude. Shit gets so rough. Like they have like psychologists and shit come in because like lead singer Halford or whatever the fuck his name is.
Edfield? Halford.
That's fucking.
Yeah, they get a performance coach, like this guy who gets paid like $50,000 a week to consult rock bands, and, like football teams.
Come in and like help them out. You know?
And
like,
he basically like
we're losing our shit. We need to get back on the rails.
Tries to do some Tony Robbins shit, kind of like
because like their bass player had just left the band.
Right.
Yeah.
And it was just like Hetfield was becoming an alcoholic, and Lars was always Lars.
Yeah. Lars is a fucking prick, man.
Fuck boy.
Dude,
he's an asshole, isn't he?
He's like, and you know what's fucked up is he's like considered one of the best mainstream metal drummers of all time. Like, like Drum Magazine will do a poll or some bullshit. I remember fucking Lars being number one. He's just being like, there. Fuck you. Like, Lars is good. Don't get me wrong. Like, he's, whatever. But fuck Lars, man. Like,
good reasoning.
Fuck that. Remember the Garage Inc. album where the snare sounded like it was like in a fucking goddamn trash can or some shit? Like, ping, ping. I had this fucking. I don't know, man. They were trying to do something.
I kind of like Lars.
There we go.
I feel like
I don't know.
He's misunderstood. Like there's all those scenes. No, dude. There's all those scenes with Lars and his dad.
I don't feel bad for the fucker.
Do you remember the scenes with his dad who looks like Gandalf? Like literally,
yes.
Like deep Norwegian dude looks like Gandalf, full white beard and head of hair.
Well, I think Lars is sad, but
he's constantly criticizing Lars. Like, I don't think that song's very good. Like,
Lars is that. He is that though.
Tough
it completely explains everything. Like, man, I guess like okay. So when the new bass player came into the picture, his first rehearsal or whatever, right? The guy, the Suicidal Tendencies bass player,
Rob Trujillo.
Yes, that's it. Lars was the only guy that like checked him. He was like, "Want to go to the bar?" And just sat there and just fucking
went through him psychologically.
Just boom, just got hammered, and then was up at like 6 a.m. on the treadmill while he was so fucking hungover on the couch, couldn't even move.
Just like, oh, can you hang with us?
Doing fucking business calls, and that was kind of Lars's way of seeing if he could hang type shit.
So Heartthrob, go check it out.
Yeah,
pick it up.
random Metallica facts.
I got it. I bought it. I downloaded it. I'm gonna read it here next.
That's awesome.
Next on the list.
So, dude, fucking at lunch today, you're telling us about this shirt website and design thing. It's kind of fucking interesting for a little side hustle, right?
Sure, yeah. I'm all about the side hustle.
Jesus, like Zeb picked up one of the shirts.
I bought one.
You should have got me one too.
You should have got your own damn
Should have
self.
got me one too. Thanks for the gift.
What do you want to say about the shirt, Chase?
I haven't even seen it.
You just wanted to bring it up?
Well, I just thought it was a cool idea. I don't know.
It is a cool idea.
Yeah, I'm trying to branch out. Like,
So people fucking, is there a website where people can fucking buy the shirt or at least check it out?
Yeah, I don't know the URL.
It's on Teespring.
It's on Teespring, or just go to my Twitter. Literally everything I do on the internet is through Twitter. So
yeah, what's your Twitter name?
XTOP, Xtop.
Fuck, I'll follow you. I got
easy to remember.
I got like 30 people that follow me.
Yeah, you got real big
30
crowd.
followers.
Killing it.
You're up
out
to
there.
30 now.
Yeah, I'm
That's
killing
good.
it.
I just broke 1,000. I don't know why.
Nice.
Killing it on social media.
I have a lot.
You got a lot.
A decent amount.
Because you're out in the world doing things.
Just living.
God damn it! I just want to watch documentaries.
Did
now.
you watch Thrones? The new
the
Thrones?
new one? Yeah.
Do you watch Thrones?
I don't watch that show.
Have you ever watched it?
I saw the first episode and I was like, yeah, I'm out.
Yeah, that
See,
first episode was hard.
The first episode was tough for me
That was
too.
rough.
I actually fucking walked away for a while before I went back and actually tried again, and then I fucking binge watched.
A lot
it
of people
all.
were turned off by the initial how it looks and
I don't
the way
even
they act
remember
and
it.
stuff.
I just have I have a fantasy block. Like
you're anti-fantasy.
Really, not fully anti-fantasy.
it just
but-
has to be right.
Yeah, it has to be a certain kind of fantasy to work. Like Skyrim is like that's a
That's
fantasy I can get into.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you get into fucking
Yeah,
Skyrim.
No, I've gotten way too into Skyrim. But,
the book glitch, dude, where you can power level 100 or all your shit.
Of course, you would know how to cheat.
Yeah.
Because you can't
I don't
fucking play the game.
no, I play it fair and square. That's why I still haven't beaten it.
Yeah, dude, fuck, that game's crazy.
But yeah, like dragons are a big like warning sign for me.
Right.
Like if there's a dragon in it, I'm like, no. Like that's an initial like strong turn off.
Dude, there was actually originally supposed to almost not be dragons in Thrones. That's one of his
Late additions.
well, I guess his wife or somebody.
Like, I like dragons.
He had something in the introduction was like, she
Dragons
wanted them there.
sell.
She said, "Please put the dragons in."
And
Really?
the thing that has kept me going with that show too is that the dragons are pretty minimal and like there's really no magic or anything. Like it's definitely more of just a drama kind
Aren't
of.
there like living skeletons on that show?
Yeah, that does happen.
you know,
okay, fair
wait.
point. Fair point. The White
well,
Walkers.
it's basically zombies. HBO's really made it a point to like emphasize kind of the supernatural element that in the book is very understated.
Right.
Did you read the books at all?
No.
Okay. Yeah.
He made it clear he hates that shit.
There's some fantasy I like. But
Well, obviously, a lot of people love the books and can't stand the show
Right,
too.
right.
You know what I mean?
yeah.
I read half the first book.
No.
You did get about halfway through.
Yeah, it was pretty good, man.
You'd already seen the.
That's the most he's read.
That's all I need. That's a pretty good half of a book.
Yeah, dude. And like when I was watching it on HBO, I was like, yeah, I fucking know what's going on. It's kind of cool. Like,
And then you got lost. Once they got past that half of a book, you got fucking
I wish
lost.
I'd read to the end of that book.
But yeah, it's a fucking long read.
This premiere though, I thought was a good episode.
I mean, it was
man.
a lot of setup and a lot of reminding us of where people are and what's going on.
Because
Which,
it definitely made me go, oh yeah, like so much fucking shit has happened. Like I'm just whoa,
yeah,
all kinds of crazy fucked up stuff.
Dude, well, my brother and I I went up to Washington last weekend, right? And we binge watched fucking season 5. So I got all caught up, dude. So
Good
fucking
job.
first episode was like, boom, right back in it. And it was a free HBO weekend, dude. So I watched it.
what
in
was
real
your
time.
favorite part of the new episode, Chase?
Oh, God.
The very end.
What the fuck happened?
I love
He doesn't
the
even
end.
know what
I saw it twice, too, which is fucked up.
You don't know what happened.
It's a show that sticks with you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Game of
definitely.
Thrones, watch it. It's fucking riveting shit.
Remember with the?
Fuck, I'm trying to hold on. I just
Come on, you can do this.
put me on the spot. Let me think about this.
I love the end
You're-
because you get a little titty action, and then you go, oh, whoa,
And then you get old
Those-
lady frotch.
yeah, old
Wow.
lady crotch. Yikes!
I don't remember.
You don't remember that part?
Because I was wondering too. I was like, Chase would probably still hit it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, the old
If you
lady?
remember anything, that's the part you should remember.
Just give me a hint.
She takes all of her clothes off and then she turns into an old ass lady and she's just old and naked.
Yeah, I remember that.
You do?
No, you don't.
You don't seem like you remember that.
Shit.
Yeah, you seem like you're lying. No, I only met you like an hour ago. But you seem like you're lying.
She had some floppy hangers and a big old bushy
Yeah,
crotch.
I mean, I do remember it. I do, but like not like Not like I would bang her out, remember it, or anything. I don't know.
So you didn't.
Well, that's a first.
Not like I would bang her out, remember it. So
Well,
you faintly
it'll be
remember
interesting
it.
to see what they do the rest of the season. I know it feels like the story should be getting close to being over, but I think HBO probably wants to hang on to it for as long as possible.
Milk it as long as fuckers.
But they're like off the books now, right? Like it's not.
Yeah, they're past the books now.
It's not Tolkien anymore.
Yeah, Tolkien.
Yeah, Tolkien wrote Game
Tolkien.
of
He still helps him.
That was
he's
a
an advisor.
joke. Come on,
brought him back from the dead.
Terry Brooks.
Martin. Come on,
Dude, and so I was pissed because this last week I went and checked for the new episode of Better Call Saul, and I realized that the last week was the finale.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it yet, so
All
please
right.
don't.
All right.
You can just move past
Did
this.
you
Have
watch
you watched the
Breaking
first
Bad?
one? First season of
I saw the
Saul?
first season, and I saw like the first 2 or 3 episodes of second
right.
season.
All right.
Gotta catch up.
We won't. We
man.
won't.
Well, we
spoil
won't
nothing
even
for
fucking
it.
go there.
No,
Yeah.
it's
Shit.
fucking good though.
Oh yeah,
Like,
no, I'm super excited to actually finish it.
Yeah, the more that show goes on, the more I just love it. I just
Yeah.
want to
Keep
keep
'em
going.
coming.
Keep it going. It's
Yeah.
really good.
God damn. Why am I blanking on Saul's fucking name? Mr. Show.
You're blinking on
Bob
everything.
Odenkirk.
Odenkirk. Jesus Christ.
Because remembering names is not one of your.
What's his real
Strong
name?
point.
What's his
Anything.
real name? In
Bob
the show?
Odenkirk.
No, what's his name in the show?
Oh, Jimmy.
Jimmy what?
Oh, motherfucker. I don't know. Yeah, fuck you.
Did you guys watch the Supergirl
Fucking
finale?
asshole.
You know,
Fuck
damn
you.
it.
Fuck you.
Why are you so mad when I talk about Supergirl?
Not watching Supergirl. It's the worst.
Zeb loves Supergirl.
Oh, it sucks. It sucks, but I like it. I don't care.
He was like,
And the finale was terrible too.
was it?
Yeah, it was dumb.
Are you a Supergirl fan?
I liked the first episode, and then literally every time an episode comes on now, I guess I follow the wrong people because they will just live tweet it. So it's not just one person live. It's like
So you don't
three.
even have to watch it.
Yeah, so
Just
I
get
gave
the
up
updates.
pretty quick. I was like, well, what's the point? Like, either I like have to like mute these people forever, or I just live my life and learn to deal with spoilers on
Oh,
the show.
jeez.
See, and I never quite understood the whole concept of live tweeting. Like, it just seems fucking kind of ridiculous to me. Like,
Yeah, you're kind of
what's the point, of just being like, holy shit, this happened?
people that think they're more important than whatever they're tweeting about, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only live tweet I can remember doing like vividly is I decided that I was gonna drink a lot of beer and watch Antichrist.
Oh, shit.
So
See, and it's
is
even
that-
better when you're live tweeting something that other
Is
people
that
aren't watching.
Willem Dafoe?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Whoops.
Fuck that microphone.
But yeah, so I got pretty drunk and then started it and was just like, and it's a horrifying movie.
Yeah,
I don't know
it's
if
fucked up.
Yeah. But like I was with my roommate and at one point he had to get up and leave before the like castration scene happened.
I feel like I probably would have too.
But yeah,
Yeah,
like
for sure.
I figured like everybody knew enough about that movie that it would like
Right. If they haven't seen it yet, they're probably not.
it's like
gonna.
watching a reaction video to
Right.
Two Girls, One Cup. Like, but yeah, by and large, like I
Soft
don't.
serve.
It does. None of those things make sense unless you are watching the exact same thing.
Right. And I like that when somebody's watching just something completely random and live tweeting it.
Yeah,
I'll do it when I watch
I'll pop
football.
this on.
And I don't care. Like I'll just be like, "Oh, that was I don't care who's reading it or who's paying any.
I just fake live tweet football. I'm like, oh shit, that play.
Or is that like when my mom posts on Facebook about the Seahawks? Like, is that like
What?
Is that like live
What does she
tweeting?
say about that?
well, like she's not like a sports person at all, and then all of a sudden it's like Seahawks 12 to fucking whatever. Yeah, I'm like, what?
So
Mom,
me
what?
live tweeting during football is the same as your mom cheering on the Seahawks on Facebook.
Yeah, no, but what I was trying to get at is like bandwagon jumper.
Oh yeah, there are those.
Okay.
Sorry, let's move on.
Thanks for that.
So did you watch fucking Silicon Valley after,
did.
Yes.
after Game of Thrones? You watched that?
watched that.
Oh my god, it's fucking
that
great.
shit's pretty funny.
Yeah, and I can't believe that this far in, they're still fucking top notch, man.
Yeah. I didn't like the first season all that much.
Isn't
It
that
took
Mike
me-
Judd?
Took me a while to warm up.
Like Judge.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. Proceed.
Yeah, it's his show. It's the one about the tech company.
Right.
I'm not a big TJ Miller fan. He kind of gets on my nerves.
See, I don't know. I think I'm biased for him because I saw him at South by Southwest not knowing who he was at all, and he did a fucking great set. And then all of a sudden he was in everything.
He had a little bit
so
of
it was
crush.
kind of it was kind of that, oh, I knew him before he was cool. But no, I dig his shit. Like, he can be pretty fucking...
That's the same reason you don't like Homeboy Sandman.
Right. Hey, let's not call out people.
Because he was a dick.
Yeah, he was a dick once, and then all of a sudden everybody likes him. I'm like, I knew him back when he was a dick.
Put him on blast.
But yeah, that show's great.
What about Veep? Do you guys watch Veep?
Yeah, I haven't watched that.
That shit's funny to me, too.
Still really great.
Chase, what's her name?
What?
The Veep lady.
Oh, Julia Dreyfus. I'm sorry.
Rude.
I know. Fuck.
That's pretty rude.
That was like
That's
the
really
most.
rude.
That was like the most blatant one you've done.
I didn't mean it.
Usually,
I didn't know this was that kind of show.
Oh my god, I'm sorry.
Can you say her name?
he can't say her name.
I just
He just can't get it out.
yes, I can.
What is it?
Julia Dreyfus. Boom.
Okay.
All right, yeah,
Did it.
just skip the middle part.
Yeah, if we have to skip the anti-Semitic middle part, let's do that.
Louise.
That was a
Just
joke.
Louise, like
I'm
Louise. Like
Julia Louise Dreyfus.
speaking of
Boom!
Louis.
You did it.
Speaking of Louis.
All right.
All right.
You're
What
good
about
now.
okay? So we were listening to the Mark Maron WTF. What's
WTF
what's it called?
Interview. Yeah, it's WTF.
And he had Louis on there. He had both those people we were just talking about,
Yeah.
Julia Louis Dreyfus and Louis.
and Louis C.K. And he was talking about Horace and Pete.
Yeah, his new show Horace and Pete. Have you seen any of that, Chris?
Not yet.
It's his online web series
Yeah.
that he's been putting out.
It's crazy.
It's fucking good.
It's weird.
And that's the thing, like, you know, in that interview, he was talking about how, like, it's going to be different for people now that see it, because when it first came out, it was like, what the fuck is this? Like,
Right.
you'd expect, like,
Nobody
a Louis
knew what to
comedy,
expect, yeah.
and then it was just fucking weird, and it's a tragedy.
It's
And-
kind of like if Cheers was a play,
Right.
And it was all fucked up.
It's really good, though.
It's only like 1-2 like scene shots, right, or whatever. Like
Yeah, there's a
Real
few, only a
minimal,
couple
right?
different
Like-
sets: the bar set and then the apartment
Right.
upstairs.
I only saw the first episode, I believe, first
Yeah,
or second.
We
but-
watched it when it,
But it
first came
keeps
out.
getting better, and fucking yeah, it's a really amazing show. And just like, even though it's super dark and tragic and shit, like I've laughed more watching that than most fucking comedies.
Yeah.
Easy.
So and Edie Falco and Alan Alda were both
Oh, amazing.
great.
The process behind it, the fact that he funded all of it is fucking crazy. Like himself.
Well, he can do what
You
he
know?
wants now.
Well, right, but I mean that's a big undertaking.
Yeah, it's huge.
You know, like
Oh
that's-
yeah, just a risk that people don't take in Hollywood.
Talk about getting out of your comfort zone, right? Like fucking,
I'm gonna take on all this
take
debt.
a huge fucking risk.
Yeah, that's horrifying.
and like this has got to work. If not, I'm
What
fucked.
do you watch, Chris? What are you watching currently?
I'm watching. I'm trying to blaze back through the Americans,
dude?
because
I haven't
I
watched that one.
watched the first 2 seasons and then
I really enjoyed
lost
it.
track. And,
Where are they at now? Like season 4?
Yeah, season 4 is on now. Trying to think what else. I watched this show on the Cartoon Network called Fish Center Live.
Fish Center Live?
Yeah,
I haven't heard of that one.
it's a fish-based sports show.
That sounds awesome. Fish Center.
Like they only broadcast it on the web
Yeah, look that shit up.
for an hour, and then I think like they show it at 4 a.m.
All right.
But yeah, it's a camera pointed at a fish tank, a saltwater fish tank.
So it's real.
And they're
It's
talking
not
sports?
cartoon.
No, and they're talking about like the fish play a game called Coin Quest, where they put these like digital coins on the screen, and every time a fish swim through it, they get that amount.
That's awesome.
It's fucking amazing.
And they have like stats and like brackets.
So it's
and-
about the fish. The
yeah,
sport
it's
is
all
the
about
fish.
yeah, and it's the fish. Yeah,
That's
just
pretty
playing
awesome.
Coin Quest, and like people can do like side games and then give their points to the fish of their choice.
Right. Wow, that's fucking amazing.
Long Donovan?
Long Don, he's one of the newest ones.
Okay.
He's a fish?
Who's like the main fish?
I like Hamburger and Sir Squirt. Or no, not Sir Squirt. Thump.
TH''lump.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Who they had to move him into his own tank.
He was getting violent.
No, this giant fish named Old Blue kept attacking him.
Yeah, that's a real thing.
Old Blue's a dick.
Holy shit!
What about Yo How Look at That Tang?
Oh, that's Tang. Yeah.
Yeah, don't worry about Tang.
New draft?
Oh man.
That's
Okay.
fucking amazing.
All right, I gotta watch that.
That's happening.
Yeah, Mimosa died recently. It was very stunning.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Spoiler.
Drama.
No, honestly, it's so bizarre, but like I've been watching this show for like a year now.
You're in it, man.
Yeah, and then suddenly it's like, wait, Mimosa? No.
I love
like
this
real
fish.
tragedy.
And like, yeah,
It's not even a character. That's real.
yeah, it's
Holy
a real
shit.
thing that really died, and it was like,
heartbreaking.
I always knew this was coming, but I wasn't fully prepared for it.
Oh man.
Talk about a heartbreaker right there.
So yeah, that's sort of the.
That's pretty awesome,
I
man.
put that show on like while I'm working, like taking notes and stuff, because it's something I don't actively have to pay attention to, but I'm fully invested. So,
That's so awesome. Man.
and yeah, I'm trying to think what
You ever watched?
Last Man on Earth.
Yeah.
Dude, I want to catch up on that. I only watched a few of the first
it
few
good?
episodes.
I think it's really good.
I thought it was pretty good too, especially for a fucking
What's that
this
dude's
Fox
name?
show.
Will Forte.
Yeah, Forte, and then
He's funny.
Yeah,
what's
it's a
the name
really
of it?
weird, like, you know, at times it is like super funny and weird, and then at times it is like you suddenly like realize like, oh right, they're living in a world where everybody died, like, and like just fields of bodies everywhere, and like that somebody was like, yeah, let's make a comedy out of this. It's like, and they made it work.
Which it was kind of Will Forte, right? Like he kind of spearheaded that.
Yeah.
I think that one I wanted to catch up on. I've wanted to watch Baskets too. The Galifianakis
Baskets is
one.
really, really good.
Yeah, I've heard that's fucking great. And,
I think Louis produced that.
yeah, he's an executive producer in that. That one I've been wanting to check out.
I've only seen a couple episodes of that, but Zach Galifianakis is fucking.
Oh, he's
Louis
hilarious.
Anderson as his mom.
Right.
Yeah.
Wait, Louis
Yes,
Anderson as his mom?
Yeah,
Oh, that's great. I have to see that.
And like his the kid he kind of takes under his wing or whatever is like a juggalo or whatever. It's kind of.
Did you ever watch Life with
Kinda
Louie? Do you remember that fucking
With the
On
cartoon?
HBO?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the cartoon.
Oh.
Louis Anderson's cartoon back in the
Oh
day?
yeah.
Fucking awful. Did you watch the fucking Daredevil series and shit?
I did.
Yeah.
I got pretty worn out towards the end.
Yeah.
It was just like, all right, like I've seen a giant, gathering of ninjas like
A few
about
times
4 or
now.
5 times
Yeah.
now.
Right.
And
This is the how it's going.
there was just like no, I don't know, none of the character stuff felt like it was there. Like the reason I liked the first season is that it's like him sort of coming to grips with this thing and like everybody in his world adjusting to.
Right.
And this was just like, nope, we're just going to like throw a bunch of ninjas and Elektra, and here's the Punisher, and here's a giant endless pit that goes God knows where, and maybe there are demons also.
And they seem to have they blazed through the kind of relationship aspect with Punisher and Elektra really quickly at the beginning. Like they just got it all out of the way.
With Elektra, they did it kind of flashbacky across a few episodes.
Right.
Where with Punisher, it was pretty much them on a roof for an entire episode. That's where we're learning about Punisher and his, his backstory and all
Which
that
I
stuff.
am pretty excited for a Punisher series.
Yeah, so
I
they've
think that'd
confirmed
be
that
good.
now.
I think
That's
that'll be
official.
good.
That's going to happen.
Like John, I don't know. We haven't had a good Punisher, and John.
Hopefully, we'll
Bernthal's-
get a good Punisher. Then.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. So we'll see. Who fucking knows?
Who knows? So I know where you're at on fantasy.
Sure.
But I just had to bring this up because this is one of those kind of polarizing series, The Wheel of Time.
Robert Jordan, right?
Yeah, I mean, I know the name of it.
It's pretty fucking well known.
It's kind of either you love it and it's your favorite, or you can't stand it. A lot of people gave up 4 or 5 or 6 books in because it just kept going. And
Oh, Jesus, really? How many books are
And
there?
they're
they finally
fucking
finished
thick
it
books.
at 14. Brandon Sanderson came in and finished the series.
That's
off.
crazy.
I've always heard of the good things, but then thinking about reading it, I'm just like, man, that's a fucking lot.
Right.
I don't know if I got that in me.
The only series I've ever read, of books that I've read that high were, Wild Cards, which was the other George R.R. Martin thing. That was
you mean Tolkien?
It was like superheroes. It was all about like what if there were superheroes in the real world.
What's it called? Wild Cards?
Wild Cards. And it was a series of novels where he got like all these different writers to like he assigned them characters basically.
Oh, really?
Cool. And they'd write, basically like a big crossover around some.
And he like edited it, right?
Yeah. And that went for like, 20 books or something.
And you read all of them?
I know they keep putting new ones out, and I hit a certain age where I was just like, yeah, I don't give a shit anymore. Like,
but you were into it for a while.
Yeah, like it was like my my methadone when I quit comics after grade school. Because I was like, oh fuck that, I'm going to high school. Like I gotta be a cool dude.
Can't be
like,
reading comics.
Like, get these fucking comics out of here.
I'm gonna read real books about superheroes.
Yeah. So that was like I was like, oh shit, this is a real book, but it's about like fucking superheroes. Like, so it's like hiding, a porno mag inside of a school book.
Yeah.
So
how old were you like when you first started writing or whatever? Has that always kind of been your thing or?
I think I started as a little kid. Like I remember writing my first story, which was I think it was called Space Cats.
Yeah.
Or Star Cats.
Sorry. One of the two.
One of those. But yeah,
like Peter Chris Mago. No, I'm just kidding.
So were you more like writing like stories and stuff, or was it like comic books from the beginning?
No, it was mostly story. I didn't really start writing comics until, the first time I wrote a comic was this weird anthology that my friend Charlie put together. That it was supposed to be me, Sam Humphries, Kieran Gillen, and a couple other people. And this was like in 2003.
Right.
So like none of these people
had names or
had even, a couple of them had not written comics yet, especially me. And that was the first time I ever wrote a comic and was like, oh shit, I kind of like this.
Yeah.
It's a totally different way of writing too, just the format and stuff. Like it's always, because I've like dabbled in it, and it's just like trying to pre-imagine what each panel looks like is so much different than writing paragraphs.
Right.
Totally. Yeah. I couldn't even imagine. Fucking nightmare.
I don't know. I think it's really like it's kind of nice in a way. Like I would always get like in prose, I'd always get lost like. Mm-hmm. Where I would suddenly like be like, well, I got to go back and check this against what was in like the second paragraph of this chapter, and then I look at that paragraph, and then I'm like, oh, I should change this part, and like I get into this weird recursive loop, and like with comics, it's very much like
that panel's done.
You have to pick your best sort of moment out of like what would normally be like a page of text
of describing and shit.
You have to pick the like one or two things that most convey whatever you're trying to convey out of that will like
almost like fucking sticky notes or something.
Yeah, exactly.
How are we gonna
the highlights
organize it? Yeah. Huh.
So yeah,
super interesting.
I've certainly been more productive since I started writing comics. Like I've written, I wrote more in my first year of comics than like.
Did you kind of discover it and go, fuck, and just went hard? Like,
yeah.
Like,
well,
you know what I mean? Though you get hyped, like, when you discover something new like that, or like a new outlet, or a new formula, or whatever.
Yeah, that first time I was into it, like that first script I wrote, but nothing ever happened with it. Like, I think if that had actually turned into a script, then I would have, or turned into a comic, that would have been like, hyped me up. What was that thing he was saying? Up.
Oh, turn
up. Turn up.
Get turned up on a page.
Yeah, I would have been way more turned up.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just like, no, that was an interesting thing. And then I went back to sort of writing prose, which is what I was more used to.
Right. Yeah.
And then basically it was like, I started writing comics like, because like when the economy collapsed in 2008, 2009, I was freelancing and like down to my last client, and I knew that they were going to ditch me soon. And I was like, fuck, what do I do? Like, I don't want to get a real job because I'm not good at those.
They like suck.
And like
me too, buddy.
Fuck, I need out.
Yeah.
And I was like, the only thing I think I can do well that like I don't have to worry about is writing. So like, I took the like half the money I had in savings and moved to Portland.
And that was from Kansas. You were in Kansas City, right?
Yeah. And I just moved out here and was like, I'm going to break into comics. Like, that's why I'm coming here.
Crazy.
Crazy.
And like when it finally started like happening where I was like getting checks and stuff, like I literally thought I was having like a mental breakdown. I was like, no, I'm in like a rubber room and this is like my perfect, it's like the end of Brazil. It's like my perfect fantasy world. And I'm just like catatonic somewhere. Because I was like, the world does not work like this. You don't stand up and say, hey, I'm going to move there and I'm going to achieve my dreams. And like,
but sure it does, because you're
living proof, man.
Yeah, man. But it does. It's about hard work. You didn't sit there and not fucking write comic books.
Yeah, I'm just like a natural cynic, though. Like I feel like that whole like, well, if you have a dream, like,
no, I get it.
Achieve it.
Yeah,
I always thought like, man,
fuck you fucking douche.
So like
going to Hollywood, I'm gonna become an actor.
Good luck.
Yeah, it still stuns me that like I actually like did like that fucking like
congrats,
movie
man.
moment where I said.
Not a lot of people get to do that.
Yeah, no.
We all are artists and we all want to fucking do that, but the chances of paying your bills with your art is a daunting task.
Oh, yeah.
Like
it's insane. It
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what.
And
you
got to be careful. Your art just ends up, you end up presenting it. It just becomes a job. And
there is that aspect too. I mean, absolutely, you lose fucking passion. Like
so it's a balancing act for sure. You got to.
Because not only have you done your original titles, but you've gotten some pretty big gigs too with the Escape from New York and fucking, you've written some decent stuff. Some Alien versus Predator,
Prometheus.
Yeah, I wrote the AVP story in that. Like, it was every like weird work for hire thing I've gotten has been.
I'm curious, like, how does that process work? Like, do you contract out? Like, do you? I don't. Yeah. What's the process of like landing a gig like that?
Like, do you pitch them on that?
No. Like like for Escape from New York, I had told my editors, I was like, because this was right after Boom had gotten Big Trouble in Little China,
right? That was around the same time that those.
Like, so it was like Emerald City right after that got announced, and I went to lunch with my editors from Boom, and I was like, listen, if you get another Carpenter property and you don't let me pitch on it, like, I'm never going to write for you again, which is a total bluff.
No, I mean, please give me work. Fuck.
But then, like, 3 months later, I got an email from an editor saying, like, hey, I wanted to talk to you about a thing, and I was like, yeah, sure. We're like, what were you thinking? And they were like, well, Escape from New York. And I immediately was like, yes, I'll do it. Like,
that's a good one.
Yeah, because I like never, in my wildest dreams, I was holding out for a They Live series.
Oh, fuck. That would be crazy.
Yeah, like Son of Nada.
Well, that could still happen, right?
Oh, yeah. I think, probably at some point it will. Like, I can't imagine they just, like, leave that sitting on the table. That's too good. Especially, like, how big that movie has sort of gotten since it came out.
It's got a huge cult following.
But, yeah, no, it's like, with the Alien stuff, I applied to that. But, like, one of the caveats of being in the writer's room for that was, like, they wanted people who were in Portland. So...
Right.
Oh, crazy.
Like, it definitely helped with my competition. And, some people just, like, aren't interested in doing stuff like that. And
totally.
So, and I think Kelly Sue is a friend of mine, and she sort of sold me to our editor as, like...
Was that a pretty cool gig? Like...
Yeah.
Like sitting, being, especially
yeah,
collective.
And so in that case, you're really spec writing then, of just kind of like, this is where we want the story to go kind of thing?
No, I mean, they didn't give us like a roadmap.
Right.
They were, they put us in a room basically and were like,
fucking here you go.
Yeah, come up with a story and then send it to us and we'll tell you if you can do that story.
That's badass.
That's cool.
So yeah, it was weird, working with because we were working with 20th Century Fox, so we were getting notes from the studio saying well, you can't do this because we might be doing this in Prometheus 2.
Right.
So it was.
Was that done in Milwaukee?
Where the dark
no,
places?
it was over in the southeast. It
Oh,
was
okay.
just at my editor's house.
Oh, cool.
So we'd go there once every 2 weeks and just sit around and eat dinner and then talk about aliens.
Do you guys smoke pot?
Jesus.
No, everybody there is very grown up and professional.
That's what I thought.
Ridiculous. Well, fuck, you want to talk some current movies?
Might as well. Did you guys see the most recent X-Men Apocalypse trailer?
The newest one?
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, how do you feel about all these
It's gotta be rough for you, man. Being all.
No.
Does it ruin shit?
No, I'm kind of burnt out on superhero movies in general right now.
And it's only going to get crazier.
Yeah. I'm just I don't know. I think I'm burnt out on movies as a whole. My movie watching has really gone down the toilet.
It's hard, man. It's hard to just watch movies. There's fucking so many of them.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you got series, too, which are fucking,
And they're
long-ass movies.
better at this point.
Yeah, I gotta agree. Netflix is killing the game.
But yeah, I'm trying to the next movie coming out that I'm excited about is that the Good Guys or the Nice Guys, the Shane Black movie with Ryan Gosling and
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Russell Crowe.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Gosling's fucking man.
Interesting. I want to see fucking Keanu, which
Oh,
came
yeah,
out
yeah.
this weekend.
Yeah,
Oh, did that come out this
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I
it
think
came
it
out
did.
this weekend.
That's Key and Peele, right?
Yeah,
that shit
and
looks
fucking
funny.
apparently Keanu Reeves actually voices the cat.
Really?
Yeah,
That's awesome. That's awesome.
I'm fucking.
I can get behind that.
I am fucking stoked on this movie, dude.
I just watched some long video on Facebook about Keanu Reeves, about his whole background. And
dude, and he's had a fucked up
yeah,
life, man.
And it was to some Humane Society music, doom, doom.
Some Humane Society music, some Sarah McLachlan.
Dude, I swear to God, it was this great. I was on board. I was like, all right, I'm gonna go watch The Replacements and
Fucking ridiculous.
get some shit going.
Another movie that's coming out that I think will be pretty good is that Snowden movie. That'll be interesting.
The Traitor.
Nah,
The traitor, America's traitor.
they call me.
You sold us out.
It took me a second to realize you were talking about Edward Snowden.
Edward Snowden.
No,
So there's a movie.
Snowden.
Yeah.
We're Snowden.
That's a movie?
Yeah,
It's
that
just people
movie.
who are snowed in?
It's a real wacky movie about a snow day.
Really wacky. We're stuck in this cabin, boys. What you want to do?
Oh, they get into all kinds of shenanigans.
Is it like a biopic or is it?
Yeah, it's fucking Joseph
biopic?
Gordon-Levitt playing Edward Snowden, getting this job with the NSA, figuring out what was going on, and then the leak, and doing the leak and fucking.
And then he goes
and dipping
and meets Batman and
yeah, and meets Batman.
almost
because-
becomes
Russia.
Robin.
Yeah, in Russia.
Where Batman lives.
But I think it'll be pretty interesting. The fucking Snowden shit has always been really interesting to me because I was fucking going off to Chase the other day about how that was a conspiracy theory that people fucking balked at of this worldwide surveillance and fucking gathering all our personal data, and then dude came out and was like, no, it's fucking happening.
Well, because if
for
you
real.
call it a conspiracy theory, then nobody will believe it.
Nobody
right?
believes it.
Did you hear the interview he did with Degrassi Tyson?
Who Snowden?
Yeah.
With Degrassi Tyson.
Yeah, dude. On his podcast, he called in from a robot using a robot voice. I swear to God. I swear to God.
So it probably wasn't him.
I swear to God.
Yeah, that seems like it wouldn't be him.
It was
It
him.
could be anybody.
This is credible shit.
Oh
dude.
shit, we got a robot calling us.
That could be your Nintendo calling.
That was the loophole. He was in the.
If you're calling in saying this is who I am, but you're saying it through a robot voice, that kind of defeats
It's
the.
a little suspect.
This is not Stephen Hawking.
God damn it. When you're right, you're right. I didn't
I
even think
promise.
about that.
Wait, so it was on his podcast on Star Talk? or
Yeah,
whatever?
it was on Star Talk.
Why the fuck would Edward Snowden call in on Star
Because it
Talk?
was like-
And how do you call into a podcast? It's not live.
Yeah, I've done it.
Did
can
you
do
see
it.
there was a
Call in.
Oh, right.
there was a thing going around where this guy was posting screenshots. All these teen girls had added him to just this growing group text.
No.
So it was like 15 people on it, just all like blah, blah,
Just
blah.
like a wrong
and
number.
He started like questioning them, like, what do you think about the show Friends and stuff?
He just got looped into a group message.
Yeah, and then at one point, somebody in the conversation looped in Edward Snowden.
What?
Like, somehow they got his, like...
They had his number?
What?
And, like, it goes back and forth, and then all of a sudden, Edward Snowden, like, pops in. And it's like, yeah, like, you probably don't want to include me on your chats from now on. Like, they're kind of looking for me. So.
You'll kind of end up in a fucking...
But it's so surreal.
torture
It's
chamber.
just, like,
Yeah.
it's just all these teens talking about teen stuff, and then Edward Snowden pops in.
Weird.
It's like, please don't call this number anymore. This is strictly for Degrassi Tyson's podcast.
Yes.
You know the
swear
one
to God,
guy,
dude.
the
I'll
one
look
guy
it
in a
up.
group text that always gets
Star
angry
Talk.
that they're in a group text.
Yeah. just-
Take me out of this fucking group.
How do I leave?
I hate
love when
group
people
text,
are,
dude.
how do I leave?
It's the worst. And then they add you back in.
You
It's like,
can't
Well, that's because
damn
fucking
it.
Zone was doing that with Zeb's birthday fucking group message.
It went on way too long.
I love
fucking
Zone, but I
peop-
hate Zone
People kept leaving the conversation, Zone would just add them back.
because he'll do that.
You can't leave.
Yeah, like
do that for the story.
We were getting turned for birthday.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez.
I love it.
You know what we didn't mention about the X-Men trailer was that it teased a Wolverine cameo,
Which, of course.
huge surprise.
Of course they're
What?
going to fuck.
I know, can you believe it?
No, what we should talk about is how that trailer uses that song "Hey Man, Nice Shot,"
Yeah,
which no trailer should use that anymore. Like, I feel like I've heard that in so many like action movie cheese
totally.
scenes. Like, but they brought it back.
probably just for the trailer, right? Like I doubt it's in the movie. I mean,
Nah, you never know.
It was like
We'll
a
see.
remix.
yeah,
so
it could
who
be like
knows?
opening scene.
Yeah, maybe they got Tiesto to like work his magic on it.
there's a Mike Shinoda remix.
We're going to need you to remix this.
Sweeten it up, Tiesto. Come on, give it that 2016.
Roll
flavor.
credits.
Dude, what about the Tomb Raider news?
I don't
Is
know.
there news?
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know
yeah.
anything.
Oh my god,
They're going to fucking reboot the Tomb Raider series, and Alicia Vikander is going to be
Dude.
playing Lara Croft.
Is she hot?
She's from, why is it escaping me right now?
She's the ex machina.
Ex Machina robot.
Oh,
She's more than that.
Is she the main robot or the other? The like,
main one.
girlfriend.
the side
robot?
bitch.
Yeah, the side robot.
My
Side bot.
My side bot.
the mute naked Asian girl.
Yeah, so she's fucking
fuck.
hot. Her as Lara Croft. And so, based on her looks, I would imagine then that this reboot of Tomb Raider is going to be based on the reboot of the games. Which the reboot of the games are fucking
When did
good.
they reboot the game?
Like a few years ago.
it's like
Probably
her with
4
like a
years ago.
fucking bow and arrow, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. and-
that first
well,
game's really, really good.
really good. I haven't played the second one yet. But I love the first one. And
Wasn't the second one like Xbox only or some
the
shit?
second one was Xbox only. I think eventually it's going to get to PS4.
Fucking weird to me.
But yeah, because it's a younger her, and it's kind of more of her origin story and shit. And
Good, more origin stories.
and it's just very fucking I know, right?
Origins.
Where did this character come
I
from?
haven't heard of this before.
Tomb Raider.
But no, but it's a good
Origins.
one. I mean, we haven't really
totally.
gotten that
Yeah,
from
yeah.
Lara Croft.
I'm into it.
And I think just the way the action is in these new ones is really good.
How many Tomb Raiders did Angelina Jolie do?
Of movies,
Yeah.
Fuck. Yeah, it was 2 or
At
3.
least 2, maybe 3.
Wasn't Daniel Craig in one
Possibly.
I don't think I ever watched it, which
Yeah.
sucks.
of them? They're weird.
I watched like part of the first one, and
I saw the last 20 minutes of one when I pulled into a drive-in early.
That's all you need.
Yeah,
got it.
Nailed it.
Good.
good
That's
enough.
all I
Moving on.
But this will be interesting to see a new one, you know. But this.
I do want to play the new Tomb Raider games. They looked really good.
It's good. It's definitely like if you like the Uncharted series, like it's kind of on that tip
Yeah.
of where it's
Yeah,
kind
Uncharted
of
was
more,
awesome.
more adventure based, you know.
The new
rather
Uncharted was fucking badass.
than the new one.
The new or
The most recent
the one
one.
that comes out in 2 weeks.
No, I guess the last
What is
one then.
what
The
is
third
that one
the
that's
newest
coming out?
That one is coming out in May 10th.
Did I play the demo for that?
Uncharted
Maybe
4?
that's what
No.
I'm thinking about.
A Thief's End?
A Thief's End. That one, it's going to be fun.
Does it have that Jeep scene at the beginning and shit?
I don't know. These fucking minute details.
Sorry.
Jeep scene?
Yeah, it was badass.
And then
it was really cool. You're just flying around in a Jeep. It was wacky.
That's what the demo is on.
Yeah,
Jeep.
yeah.
Jeep.
I
think that.
Abba, did you want to talk about something kind of serious?
No.
Is that what I'm seeing?
Well, no, because fucking. I don't know even how to segue into that.
Are you dropping some heat?
Let's do
well,
it.
no, because there's been like
is this gonna get awkward?
The internet has been astir lately with all this fucking whitewashing controversy that has been going on.
If we're not tackling the tough issues, who is?
Who's going to?
Mike Gianola? Jeff Gianola? No.
But no, because fucking Doctor Strange is well on its way to coming out, and the ancient one in that, who is supposed to be an Asian, is of course cast with a white lady.
Who is it, like Tilda Swinton?
I think so, yeah, Tilda Swinton. And then the same thing has happened recently with the Ghost in the Shell.
Scarlet, right?
Scarlett Johansson, and they even announced that they were doing CGI to make her look more Japanese. It's like, what the fuck?
Why would they
Really?
do that?
I know, right? It's fucking insane.
I mean, Scarlett's hot, don't get me wrong. She's one of a kind.
And then
but
instead of them going, well, we can cast a Japanese, or okay, we're just going to leave it as this white lady, they're like, well, let's just make her look Japanese.
like, we'll just
Pretty
touch up
fucked
her
up.
eyes a little bit.
They had to put it like the green fucking, or like the fucking green screen suit on, make her look more Japanese.
just CGI and
Fire her in.
person.
Yeah.
I don't think
Jesus.
that's what they did, per se.
Well, we know America likes its white people.
Apparently. It's
true.
They're more comfortable
I mean, so far, yeah. It's
looking at whites.
been that way. But that's the thing is, like, what is up with that? Why is there this fucking need to get these white people to play it when it's so clearly...
Well,
Is it more versus like the name of the
that's what
actor?
it is. They want a big actor.
well, they want
they
a
want
big actor.
they want a draw
which is
based
fucked
on
up, but
who they're casting.
that's probably.
But then it's like, how do you make a fucking big actor? You gotta
Right.
give somebody a fucking shot.
yeah.
yeah.
It's just so weird, man.
Give me a shot, guys.
Yeah,
Put me
but
in
people
already.
of color have a hard enough time breaking through in Hollywood anyway.
At
Like,
all.
it doesn't help to just keep what was it, the Kings of Egypt, like those kind of
Right,
movies,
the fucking
like
Exodus and shit, where it's just like, what the fuck? Like,
yeah, come on.
I don't know. I mean, I don't want to spend too long on this topic
I do.
because I'm, a white dude. I don't have fucking much of an opinion on it, but it's just like, it's fucking weird.
It is fucking.
It's
weird.
fucking weird.
It's like-
and especially when there's fucking been outrage about it for a long time.
Right.
And it's been going on for a long time for them to just continue going, oh, well, it's fine. We got Scarlett Johansson. We'll just make her look more Japanese.
Perfect.
Fine. Well, that'll satisfy
Everybody
their
wins.
needs.
Yeah, we'll put a scarf on her. Oh, fuck it. I'm just kidding.
Put a scarf on her.
That was a joke.
Chase, you watched a movie the other night, an older movie, which you don't do very often, unless
Unless Adam Sandler's in it.
well, that's different.
Put on me. You guys been putting me on blast
I'm
all
putting
day.
you on blast. You watched.
Yeah, you
fucking-
said you were
we
going to
were-
review this movie for us.
we were talking about Kubrick briefly.
Oh man, you're
Earlier.
making me nervous. I can't do this. Can't do it.
Why?
I didn't finish it.
Yeah, but you
Of
watched
course
at least
you
some
didn't
of it.
finish it.
You seem to be into it.
What's the name of the movie?
2001: Space Odyssey.
This was your first time seeing it.
Yeah,
Yeah, what'd you think?
it was amazing.
Really? You didn't finish it, though.
I fell asleep,
How?
Well, that's
and I wanted to give it an honest watch, so I shut it off. Actually,
really.
yeah.
But you where you got to, you were enjoying yourself.
I mean, I am a Stanley Kubrick fan, right? You know.
Okay.
You know. I just, for whatever reason, I've never watched probably his most fucking important flick.
Well, I think there's a lot of people that haven't watched that movie.
It is a tough one to get through. I mean,
It was very interesting. No dialogue for at least 10 minutes starting the movie, just monkeys, and that was cool. Weird music, weird angles of shots.
your way of describing cinematography is
It was,
amazing.
like I was like, man, I get it. Like, take a bunch of acid and watch that shit. Good lord,
Well,
But,
I'm glad you did it, though. I mean, I'm glad you're at least in the process.
It showed some sophistication on your part.
I mean, it was cool seeing.
growing
it.
up.
It was
My little boy's growing up.
But the fact, like, what year it was made and what he did with the technology he was handed, it was pretty impressive.
It was all to fake the moon landing.
Yeah,
I still find that movie pretty boring.
yeah. Like, I fell
That's what I'm
asleep.
saying. It
I
is
didn't
hard
through
to
it.
get through.
But
I know it's important.
It's like one of those movies, yeah. You watch like once and you're good, right? Like that's
it seems like everybody I know is the opposite. Like they're like, oh shit, it's playing again. Like let's go see it in 70 millimeter. And it's like I don't give a shit.
If I gotta fucking listen to Howl one more time,
I know everything hasn't been quite right with me.
It was weird when there was dialogue too. You know what I mean? Like because there was so much space. You know what I mean? Like space, literally. It was interesting.
Literally.
Interesting guy. I mean, fuck, man. Like, I don't know. Clockwork Orange is probably like, you know.
All right.
Yikes.
What are we playing?
Firewatcher.
Firewatch.
Firecrotch.
Yeah.
What day are you on?
Like, pretty deep.
Day 80?
Something like that, yeah.
And so you started playing Firewatch too, huh?
Dude, I was playing the Old Republic last night till like 1, and then I decided I wanted to download Firewatch, so I got into it, and
it's pretty cool.
It's an interesting one. It reminds me of the like Telltale games in a way. You know, it's kind of
the way they set up the story with kind of like the somber piano playing, and then like the
beginning was
you're
sad,
going
bro.
through
Like,
life.
what am I watching? Up?
Yeah, like god damn it,
fucking
ridiculous.
ridiculous.
It was exactly like Up.
Like,
don't want to cry at the beginning. This is bullshit.
Fuck. Give me some time.
I was pissed. I was like, put her in her fucking home. You know,
of course you were.
It's a pretty good one, and people have been giving it great reviews and stuff.
What about you, Chris?
Xbox was just giving away Saints Row 4 for free.
Oh yeah.
So
those games are chaos, man.
It's like this one is like not as much fun because literally they give you so much power that it's like there's zero challenge to anything. Like,
blow shit up.
Yeah, you can run at like 200 miles an hour and create a tornado around you that sucks up everything in your path. So it's like
right away.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and then you can leap like 300 feet into the air.
It's like, how do I level up?
Yeah,
can't wait to see where this skill tree goes.
Yeah, it's
sometimes that's good though for the brain. Just some fun, stupid shit.
I just want to run around and like smash shit.
Yeah.
So it fulfills that need. But yeah, I dumped a lot of time in the Fallout 4, and I didn't feel really great about like
the ending.
Yeah, it was just like, oh, it's over. Okay.
Yeah, Fallout 3, the ending was very like it kind of was emotional and like, wow, fucking, this is it. That's over. The 4 was very like, okay. Like I was finding myself being like, can we fucking get it over with now at this point? Like fucking father just talking. Shut up.
Yeah.
It was a little bit much.
Would you say you're mostly an Xbox guy?
Xbox and Steam. I have a PS3, but the only game I think I have on it right now is Skyrim, and I'm
not going back to that.
I can't go back to it. Like I do want to beat it someday.
That one's got a good ending, man. That's a good one.
Is it? Yeah. Well, I always get to a point where like I will play it super intense, dump a fuckload of hours into it, and then I like lose the thread for a couple weeks. And then when I come back, I have no memory of like
how right.
It's like I don't even know what am I with the weird racists
story of my
or
fucking
am I
life,
with
dude.
the like kings?
What were my choices?
Everything I do in life is that right there. I swear to God.
Well, that's the tough thing with a lot of games these days is you take a couple weeks or something off and you come back and it's like you forget all the buttons and shit.
Everything's
so
fucked
much.
up.
You're like, so involved.
Where am I? Who am I? What am I? Yeah, I'm
still partial to trying out Elder Scrolls Online. Like I did the beta, and I've been kind of wanting to pick it up, but it's fucking tough.
I don't know. People that play online, everybody fucking hated it, but everybody I asked personally were like, "Oh, it's fucking fun. It's great."
Right.
I don't know.
I don't. All these like the open world type games. I don't know where the fuck to go ever. Where do I go?
You look for a dot.
Yeah.
In a map.
Yeah, I get to the dot, and then I'm like spinning around on the dot. I'm like, I don't fucking see the door.
You gotta fucking touch things, fucking
pissed.
talk to people.
God damn it.
I like the open world shit. It's very
cool.
easy for me to get lost in it. I mean, that's the thing with Skyrim was like, when I first started playing that, I'd been playing 4 hours and I was like, I didn't do shit. I just ran around mountains. I think I fucking killed like a wolf or something, but besides that,
Witcher 3, I got into that pretty hard. I actually beat that game.
I've been wanting to give that one a go.
Did you ever play that, Chris?
No, I couldn't be sure like how that game would treat me.
Yeah.
Like
That fucking horse. God damn it.
But I saw those same developers, they're doing like a Cyberpunk 2077 game.
Yeah.
I think I saw the a little preview, like teaser of that or something.
Yeah,
Maybe
like
not.
I'm not sure when it's. Like I think the article I read said it'll be out sometime between 2017 and 2020.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, okay. Like,
that'd be cool. Like
PS5,
like a massive. I mean, yeah.
Cyberpunk world.
Who developed Witcher 3? Was it fucking Warner Brothers or?
it was some studio. I can't remember their names.
I remember like a Warner Brothers like emblem on that game. I swear to God, I don't know.
They might have distributed it.
Yeah, that's probably what's going on there.
I've been doing the I did the Doom beta last weekend.
Was that nude?
Yeah,
Fancy Doom?
The new Fancy Doom. Which fucking, I've heard some people not like it. Like, I liked it because it was really fast paced and it fulfilled that need of run around and just fucking shooting shit. And
it was like fucking Unreal Tournament on crack.
Yeah, dude, it's really fast paced. But it was like, I don't know, because it was the beta, but it definitely felt like nobody would get way too ahead of you in like skill or anything.
Right,
like it
like
was it seemed like a pretty even playing field. But it was cool, man. I mean,
you get stomp people's heads in, right?
Yeah, you can do some fucking pretty cool shit. And it was simple. It was pretty basic and shit. And they kept a lot of the like Doom characteristics and shit. And I don't know. I mean, it was cool. I'm interested in checking out the like solo play because that was just the multiplayer, and it was pretty interesting. It was definitely kind of one of those ones like with fucking Battlefront or like any of that shit. I feel like you have to sit and grind and fucking get better, like Destiny and shit. Like it's a real grind to fucking be able to fucking play against.
My brother still throws like 7-8 hours at Destiny a day. Jesus. Like he's grinding.
It's a lot of gaming.
Oh, dude, he's hardcore.
But so this was like, I could kind of feel like this is one you could pick up and just fucking run through a couple rounds, and be okay.
Dude, my fucking goddamn Diablo 3 won't load on my PC.
Thank God. You need to get over that.
Poor you.
It's time to move on.
No, Diablo 3.
No, man, my fucking BattleNet fucking is all fucked up. I don't know what happened. Pissed.
Well, what's interesting about the new Doom is that the fucking creator recently started releasing new levels for the original Doom.
The creator? The Lord?
Yeah, the
Jesus?
The Almighty.
You guys laughed at Diablo 3, but fuck you guys. That game is great.
What? No. Oh, you're still hung up on your Diablo?
Yeah, no, I bought it for you like 4 years ago.
And it's the nicest thing you've ever done for me, dude. I've gotten 4 years of enjoyment out of it.
We went to the fucking Game Masters at OMSI, had like all these games set up, paid $20 to get in, and Jace just went and played Diablo 3. In
with
the
this
fucking
kid,
museum.
man. He was
With that
cool
kid.
as shit. I was showing him all the stuff.
The kid was like, "You're pretty good at games."
Shit is ridiculous, man.
No, I want Diablo 3.
I want to talk some comics before we get out of here, but I wanted to mention real quick that last weekend I went to the Vintage Toy and Record Show in Vancouver, hosted by the Vancouver Toy Junkies.
Isn't that pretty cool?
It was awesome. I'm glad I went. I wish you guys could have gone with me. I got a pretty good deal on some pseudo.
You got a
classic
sweet Greedo.
figures.
Greedo.
Yeah, they're not really old. They're just made to look old.
Sure.
But I don't care. I love them. I'm so happy that I brought them today so they could sit on the table with us.
We got Obi, Darth, and Greedo.
And then,
Greedo.
what is this? Dr. Tongues. I had that shop 1 year anniversary.
Yeah, they just had their 1 year anniversary, and he had a sell where basically you went in and you would have a trivia question ready for him. And if he got it wrong, you'd get 15% off.
Nice. Well, congratulations to Dr. Tongue and his I Had That shop and their amazing year of being a store.
Yeah, how are we doing on time? We should probably blow through some.
Yeah, let's just talk some comics.
No.
I don't know. I'm a little behind on all my stuff right now because I was reading other things this week. But
dude, do you read comic books?
I do.
Being a comic book
You read
writer?
comics? That's surprising.
Yeah, not as many as I'd like, but I'm
It's
trying to
tough.
get better about it.
so fucking many
There's
of
a
them.
lot.
What are you into right now?
I just got caught up on Injection yesterday.
Ooh, I love Injection.
You like it? I have fucking. That's one that I wanted to start, and then I never fucking did.
You can borrow them if you want.
There we go.
They're awesome. I'm behind on them, but they're
Yeah, I think they're putting out a hardcover of the first 8 issues. Or so.
Okay.
That's the way to go.
Yeah, and that's a beautiful looking book.
Yeah, the art
I like
really
that
seems good.
and Descender from Image right now. Those are
Yeah, I still haven't read Descender. I got caught up on Brubaker's Fatale. I finally read that whole thing. Finally finished reading Hawkeye.
The new Hawkeye?
The Fraction one.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And probably due for a Black Hole reread soon.
I've heard good things about Black Hole.
It's an amazing book. Top 3 all time.
Wow. Okay.
Southern Bastards.
I got a stack of those waiting for me. Yeah. I still haven't even started Saga.
Oh yeah, Saga. I'm not quite caught up, but fucking. That one.
But fucking.
Well, that was one of the ones that kind of got me back into comics because I had taken a break and then trying to get back into them. People were like, "Oh, you should check out Saga," and I was instantly hooked. I mean, Brian K. Vaughan, fucking.
You were way into Saga.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good story. It's a really good story. And very unique. I dig that one. I dig it. Fucking, so the Micronauts came out, #1.
New Micronauts.
Bringing back Micronauts.
What the hell are Micronauts?
I vaguely remember the toys.
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah,
I know it more as a Venture Brothers reference than as an actual.
I know it as a hip hop group.
Oh, right. The Micronauts.
But I remember it from when I was a kid, I think, right? There was a cartoon. It was a...
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, what's the conceit, though? They just get tiny?
Yeah, it was some weird shit like that. I can't fucking...
We're going to have to do some research, Chase.
I have no idea.
You want to do some research?
No.
I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, I'll do some research. Fuck it.
No, it's
Micronauts.
Yeah,
sorry.
It was weird because they announced it. It was something that I vaguely remember, and I don't think that it got really big back in the day either. I think it was kind of this thing that came and went.
It was like one of those cartoons like Spartacus and the Sun Beneath the Sea. Like certain people remember it.
So they were toys first before they were
toys before.
Yeah, because I remember the toys.
Oh.
The cartoons were just basically long commercials for the toys.
Right, like G.I. Joe or Transformers.
Or fucking He-Man and shit.
Exactly.
I just got a bunch of knot ties.
Because you spelled it wrong.
Yeah, it is.
It's I don't know. I guess it's tiny nuts.
Tiny little nuts.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it looks interesting. I mean, there's that. Fucking more research is this mosaic.
Yeah, did you see the little ad campaign they had this week?
Yeah, that Marvel's running.
Who is Mosaic?
Yeah, and so it's
So
tied
who the
in.
fuck is Mosaic?
Well, it's tied in with the Inhumans, #11. So
The
people are
Uncanny
saying
Inhumans.
it's a new Inhuman.
Didn't they? But they just canceled that movie, so I feel like that can't.
Right, like why are they
Well,
putting so
for
much?
me,
Yeah.
I don't know.
So I don't know. Maybe they're just holding on to it, but they're putting a lot of investment into this fucking mosaic.
Well, I guess Stan Lee had created a character called Mosaic and
Right.
put out an animated movie back in 2007, but it's
Right.
totally unrelated.
Yeah, and it was about this young girl, and then she met somebody named Mosaic who was had chameleon abilities and gave her chameleon abilities and
Nice.
shit. But then I don't know. I mean, it seems like this is totally unrelated. Maybe Stan Lee just loves the name Mosaic and he really wants something to hit with that name. He's
Could be.
it's
Maybe this is his swan song.
this is it.
Maybe this is his kiss from the rose.
There you go. Mosaic.
You remember when we opened up this episode with that song?
Thanks for reminding us.
That was fucking badass. We should end it with it.
What
too.
else, Abba, do you want to talk about any more of these?
I picked up the Doctor Strange Last Days of Magic #1, which seems weird to me that they're starting another spin-off of it already. I don't know.
They're just
sales go
fuck
down.
it. Let's put out as many
they're just-
number ones.
Who's writing that?
I don't know who wrote that one. I have to look at it. But yeah, I started reading that. It was good. I'm enjoying the new Doctor Strange. It's fucking.
Right, I know you like that. You're a fan.
I mean, it's interesting. It's dark. It's kind of along my line of shit.
There's no shame in liking the Doctor Strange game.
The fucking new Dark Knight Master Race came out, as well as Batman #51, which is the end of this new 52 run. Fucking always a sucker for Batman. Which the new Master Race Dark Knight one is I don't know. I go back and forth with how I feel about it. Let's see, what else? I checked out this one, Killbox #1, from American Gothic Press, Tom Riordan. It was pretty interesting. This little fucking black and white one. It's the concept is that there's almost this competition thing where they randomly choose 4 square miles of different cities, and then there's contestants chosen and put in that boundary or whatever, and they're just supposed to kill each other.
Oh, so fucking that one movie.
Pretty much.
Fucking.
It was a decent read.
Knocked you right out of the
I
park.
checked out Fourth Planet, which was fucking just interesting sci-fi shit about this fucking alien race that was traveling a bunch of human slaves, and they crash land on this planet, and there's already this fucking wild war going on between a bunch of species and shit. It's pretty interesting.
Nice. There's a new Star Wars novel coming out on Tuesday called Bloodline.
Oh yeah,
which is apparently 6 years before The Force Awakens.
6 years before.
6 years before The Force Awakens. So a lot of Princess Leia and I don't know what else. Apparently some good stuff, though. They said like some real information-filling stuff that you may not know, or how they got where they are, about the Republic and the government and all that. Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
So, if you're into those...
It's just like fucking Star Wars trying to get me to read so much and fucking watch so much and fucking... It's like, jeez.
Man, they are making money.
Oh, they're
Whoa. Whoa, get on that fucking team, bro.
All right.
Jeez.
All right.
Sounds good.
Yeah, fucking jump on that
It's
bandwagon.
just crazy
Go
how
home and write me some
Yeah,
Star Wars.
if you can dream it, you can be it.
All right.
Just fucking
be
boom.
Star Wars.
I think we need a Greedo.
Give me like 0.6% for the idea. I'm cool.
0.3 in
Point-
the deal.
They want
Shake.
a wonga.
Shake on it.
All right.
This is
You
going
guys
down,
are
guys.
0.3%.
Christopher Sebela writing the new fucking Star Wars.
It's gonna
Done
happen.
deal.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
I'll pay my rent. You'll buy a house.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Sounds
you
great.
got anything in the works you want to plug, or websites?
Yeah, I got a website. It's ChristopherSebela.com. Trying to think of stuff to plug.
Twitter.
Oh yeah, Twitter @xsop. That's really like what am I plugging?
Heartthrob.
I guess, yeah.
Check out Heartthrob.
Yeah, Heartthrob. A little book called Heartthrob. Available in comic stores. The last issue of Welcome Back is coming out next or later this month.
And then it's done for
then
now.
It's for yeah. I mean, barring I don't know. It feels like we're starting to like finally pick up momentum, but it happens
With
to
the
be-
end.
Yeah, right towards the last issue. So
And then at some point we can look forward to something about the Clown Motel, right?
Clown Motel book.
Because Chase, this guy he lived your nightmares, and he went and stayed in a fucking clown motel for a month.
Are you scared of clowns?
Yeah.
He's scared of everything.
Why are you scared of clowns?
Holy shit.
Like, do you remember a specific like?
Yeah, I was at the fair. It was
The fair.
That's
yeah.
where it always starts.
There's like a picture of me just bawling. There's fucking. I got my face painted from this fucking crazy fuck painting my face. I remember him. It was a clown. It scared the shit out of me.
You got so your fear of clowns comes because one painted your face at a fair.
All nice and gently.
So that's that.
Sweet clown.
Yeah.
What kind of inspired you to do that?
I'd gone and stayed there for a weekend, basically like a year ago. It was like February of 2014.
Was it just weird shit that you're like?
It was just, yeah, like it was a thing I'd read about, and like just a clown motel wouldn't have gotten me out there, but it was the fact that there was like an abandoned cemetery next door.
Because it's kind of in the middle of nowhere, right?
Oh, no, it's literally in the middle
What
of
is
nowhere.
this?
It's a clown motel.
Okay.
It's in a town
Where's it
called
at?
Tonopah, Nevada,
Okay.
which is 200 miles from Vegas and 200 miles from Reno.
So you're
nothing. You're
out
desert.
in that weird section of Earth.
yeah, where it's
Yes.
just, yeah, it's just desert, and then like one town every
People
like 60
die there,
miles.
get buried.
Well, there's an abandoned graveyard.
There's an abandoned turn of the century graveyard and an abandoned silver mine.
Cool.
Oh, crazy.
Jesus.
Yeah, and it's just this weird little town, and like I went with a friend of mine, and we actually enjoyed ourselves. Oops.
That little guy? Don't worry about that little guy.
And then, yeah, I don't know. I don't know where the idea initially came from, but like I at some point thought like, well, what if I stayed at the Clown Motel for 30 days? That would be hilarious.
Fuck yeah.
And then I was like, but I don't want to pay to do that, and I don't want to like make that decision, so I'm gonna make a Kickstarter.
Leave it up to the people.
Yeah, the people will vote whether or not I'm going to go live at a clown motel
for a month.
And then it worked.
Tight.
Yeah, like I hit my goal within like 4.5 hours.
You're like, fuck.
Yeah.
Now I gotta go.
That was exactly my literally, like when the first donations started pouring in, I was like, oh no.
I have to do this now.
I remember, Jordy Belair gave me a ridiculous sum of money. And I was like, fuck you, Jordy.
Take it back.
And then 5 minutes later, Declan Shalvey gives me also a large amount of money. I was like, God damn it, Declan. And people were they were asking me about it. And they were like,
they wanted to live this through you, dude.
Well, no, there were people asking me about certain, and I was like, just don't give money to it. I was like, it's stupid. Don't do it. Save your money.
Stop it.
Yeah, so I would love to be on a panel at a con about how to manage your Kickstarter, and everybody else would give good advice, and I'd just be yeah, if you want money, tell people to not give you money.
Don't do it.
And swear at them possibly.
I don't want to do this.
Publicly shame them on Twitter.
I mean, how was that experience? Was it pretty fucking weird?
It was weird, yeah. It's weird on a number of. It's weird to leave your house and then just go live in the middle of the desert for 30 days for no real reason. It's not like I had a job out there waiting for me or some sort of mission.
Did you just drink tea and hang out?
No,
what goes on in a clown hotel?
Not much.
You watch TV?
No, their TV was a cool TV if you lived in 1993.
Okay, yeah.
A big ass tube TV.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine.
And all it got was Dish TV, which it barely got.
Holy shit.
It was trying to watch porno on scrambled channels.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Which worth it
on the old satellite days.
I think I see a nipple.
Yeah.
So and it was just it's an odd little town. It's.
Did you do a lot of writing when you were there?
Yeah, I mean that was my main goal, was to go as a writing sabbatical and just I want to go
put yourself in it. Yeah,
zero distractions. I don't know anybody there, and so I can focus and get work done. And then I was I had promised for this Kickstarter to write a book about my 30 days.
Cool. I want to read this.
But yeah, I mean,
I'm very intrigued. Actually,
it's
very cool.
It's so crazy that people still.
You should make that your thing. Fuck you, Kickstarters.
It is my thing.
All right, cool.
Fuck you, Kickstarters.
Oh no, that's not my thing. No, because I'm going to do some more Kickstarters. So.
Kickstarters are awesome.
Yay, Kickstarter!
So when is the book available? Or
I'm planning to have it done by the end of May. Then I'll send it to the backers, and then I'll probably sell digital copies. I'm not getting it printed, but I did send a large chunk of it to a literary agent yesterday, so we'll see what.
That might change.
And I also got contacted by an agent from the William Morris Agency about it. Which I was
it's intriguing. I mean,
it's really cool.
Well, yeah, I
was
was
cool
I understand it's an interesting idea. I don't know what you think you're going to do to make money off of it, though. I'm trying my best to make money off it, and it's not a huge profit maker. But
yeah, that's cool, man.
Huh. So are you happy with what happened?
Yeah. I mean, more people know about me now. And I did this really stupid thing that, not many people can say they did. I don't know. I have a lot of stories from it. And, if I die and I'm remembered as, oh, that's the Clown Motel dude. But at least,
Did you take any psychedelics while you were there?
No.
Jesus. Well, fuck, man. When that comes out and shit, or soon, you gotta come back on, and we'll.
All right.
I'm looking forward.
Or at least eat some weed candy at the Clown Motel.
Oh my god.
No.
4 hours later, oh fuck.
Okay.
I did once get dosed with oil on a train.
Yeah.
And, this lady just gave it to me, and then as soon as I took a swig, she goes, "Oh, and don't worry, it's not poisoned or anything." I was like, "Holy shit! I didn't even think of that." Woman I just met 6 minutes ago.
Fucking.
That's awesome.
Hit this. Yeah, man.
So check out triplebpodcast.com. Stay up to date on whatever the hell we're doing.
You sons of bitches. Yeah, what are we doing?
Follow us on Twitter and SoundCloud and Facebook and iTunes and 5 stars.
Twitter.
LinkedIn.
Twitter.
No LinkedIn yet.
Check out my Yahoo page.
Maybe one day. Go to ChristopherSebela.com.
.com.
And your Twitter handle.
More importantly, follow him on Twitter at xtop.
Yep, XTOP.
And pick up Heartthrob, #1.
I'm going to follow you right now, bro.
Sweet.
And we're going to become best friends.
Go to concussedcreations.com, right?
.com, yeah.
Go to zebdak.com.
Yeah.
And bigmixmaster.com and all of those good things. You guys got any regrets today?
Oh, man.
Did you enjoy yourselves?
Yeah, no regrets.
Yeah, I
today.
woke up a little too late today, but that's really
now you're rolling.
The lady.
Oh, I don't know if I'm rolling.
Yeah. No, thank you for doing this, though, dude.
Oh, yeah.
It was actually a really good time. Fucking.
Yeah, really appreciate you coming along.
Burgers
Shout out
was
to
good.
Stephanie's at Stanich's and just Stanich's.
Yeah, dude.
Stephanie or not. Keeping it real.
Yeah, I'm about to go eat another burger, dude.
Right now?
I'm hungry. Yeah,
Smoke a bang bang.
yeah, I'm gonna bang. Smoke this doobie.
We'll smoke some weed.
All right.
Fuck the world.
Well, that's it.
Thanks for listening.
Bye.
Peace.
Seattle, Illinois, Chicago, Washington, good day. We believe it's time to give it a go again. You know the way. That means the volatile.